clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. UMass will kick off and will be underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Arizona State's offense will go to work first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his team.
There he goes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. RPO complete to open the drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
They kick it away on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right?
Touchdown, UMass! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Got his man down the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Applewhite. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen!
all you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Let's think a second about Arizona State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Abraham. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And he just flat dropped it. I think to run before he secured it.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Applewhite. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Willis. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Turning it on! He's inside the 40, at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Minutemen!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. He's got it again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
To throw, it's Westbrook. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And the diving catch down the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Now the pitch. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UMass! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 17 to Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Westbrook. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Willis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Here's the handoff. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UMass!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
42 spike.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Reads it, fires complete. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. The Sun Devils are on the move.
2-9 Philly.
Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Pound 55 weak.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll run play action. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking to throw. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Finds the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.